What's your type? What's my type? Okay, I've never really answered this, but seeing as you guys keep asking, I'll touch on the subject. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I can't believe I'm about to say this, but it's actually been over a month since I filmed like a sit down, just chatty video with you guys. And when I tell you I have missed it, I've missed just pulling up a chair and chatting, whatever kind of nonsense it is for that day. You lot know the drill. Anyways, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you will probably understand a little bit more. But basically, like, life has just hit me. It's just come like out of nowhere, and it's just been like this is me, this is the boss, aka life. That's literally like, that's what it's been. Ow. That's literally what it's been like. So I've had to kind of let YouTube and that kind of take a bit of a backseat, but listen, I'm back and I'm better. I tried to kind of still stay relatively consistent so that you guys didn't really feel it, which is why I was doing, like, I was putting up old footage and stuff, like the Philly vlogs and all of that, but now I'm finally able to kind of sit down, and I hope that from now onwards I will be able to get back to normal. So just like, yeah, like a little bit of a explanation there if you guys have been wondering, or just curious, nosy and want to know. Be like that sometimes. Okay, so as you can tell from the title, today I'm doing a Q&A. I asked you for questions actually kind of a while ago, and I just gathered a few questions. We've got a bit of a mix. I'm not gonna, some things I got quite a few repeats, and some of the things I'm going to answer over on my Instagram instead, because a lot of you guys asked me about my hair, so I will answer it here, but I'm also gonna I'll do like a highlight on my Instagram profile if you want to consult properly what like all the details and stuff about my hair. So little disclaimer situation there. Okay, first question: are you religious? You look Sikh. Okay, so you can't like look Sikh though, because like you can't look Sikh. Like you can't look Sikh. Do you know what I mean? Like you can't look like a religion. Like you can't look Sikh. But I guess you mean I look like Punjabi or something like that. I'm guessing that's where you were going with that. I get that so much. Everyone always thinks that I am Punjabi actually, but I'm not. Fun fact, I'm Gujarati, so yeah, I'm Hindu. I have answered this before, but just a recap if you guys are new. Okay, if you were given a PhD degree but had no more knowledge of the subject of the degree besides what you have now, what degree would you want to be given to you? Is that basically just a long way of asking, what do I know the most about? Is that it? If you were given a PhD but had no more knowledge of the subject of the degree besides what you have now, what degree would you want to be given to you? What do I know the most about? That's a hard question, because I've like dabbled in loads of a few different things. I don't know, I mean, I have like a bachelor's degree in English and creative writing. My passion has always been fine art, and I know quite a lot about that. My work is like filming, editing kind of thing, and also I'm a makeup artist, so makeup artistry. So I don't know, one of them. I wouldn't say that I know the most about filming and editing, so we can cut that one out. English, I don't think I still have all of the knowledge. Like if you ask me to like answer stuff about Jane Austen, I probably won't be able to. As an English graduate, that is quite a shameful statement to make, so Sorry to all my teachers at Knots. I guess it would have to be art. Art or, yeah, art. Makeup artistry, I still see that as an art, so I would say art is the umbrella term, so yeah, artistry, just art in general. What age do you want to get married? Ooh, okay, so you know how like when you're younger, and you know how everyone asks those questions like, hey, what age do you want to get married? Well, no, what age do you want to get engaged? What age do you want to get married? What age do you want to have your first kid? Blah, blah, blah. I never jumped onto that. Like, I never understood that, like when we were younger and everyone used to like put ages to stuff. I never got it, so I've never really been the person to attach milestones to deadlines or like dates, which I'm grateful for, because otherwise I think that like if things don't go that way, then you start to like panic or whatever, but you can't really plan life. So to answer that, I don't want to get married at a particular age. It's just once I meet the right person and when I'm comfortable within aspects of my life to be like, okay, now's a good time to take this on or like enter this new chapter. Once we're both mutually like ready, I guess, within each other, within ourselves and our like work situation, financial situation, stuff like that. Because personally, like I don't want to get married until I can afford a place to live, like outside of like the family home. Like I want me and my partner to be able to afford a place for us to move into after the wedding day. So I guess it's once we collectively are financially in the position to be able to do so. You get me? Obviously this also, I mean, my future man has to agree with this. I'm out here just setting the terms and there's no guy even in the scene, but we move. That's how I've kind of always thought about it, if I have to answer that. But I'm not really in a rush. I've never been one to be like, oh, I want to get married young or anything like that. I'm not really that fast. I mean, I just turned 23. I'm young, man. I've got bare time. I don't plan on getting married anytime soon, so that's the bottom line of this. Okay, what's your ethnicity? Already answered that. Are you Indian or Pakistani? Indian, already answered that. How old are you? 23. Already answered that. Would you ever come to California? I have always wanted to go to California. Oh my days. Like it's been like in the top 3 of my list for years. The other one was New York. Out of the US ones, yeah, I've had 2 US ones, New York and Cali, and yeah, one's done. Next one pending. Next one pending. Watch this space is all I'm gonna say. I'm acting like I've got plans. I don't, but I would love to. I would love to one day, hopefully soon, go to California. What has been your favorite moment of the year so far? That's a good question. I think I would probably pinpoint it to the moment when my Instagram and stuff started to kind of significantly grow. It just felt like success was coming to me, and it was just an amazing feeling. So probably around the time when I reached like 10k, because that was like the first like moment, like I was like, oh my god, it's happening, like it's actually happening, like this is happening really quick, because it all happened really quick. Before lockdown I was on about 3k, and then we were still in lockdown, and yeah, May I was on 10, and I was like, what is going on? It was growing really, really fast. So that was like the most like, oh my god, it's happening kind of moment. So I would probably say that, you know, I'd probably say that. Okay, I'm an actual idiot. I don't understand how I completely forgot about Asiana. Do you know what? It'd be a toss-up between that and Asiana. I think that being featured on Asiana is probably bigger. So yeah, I'm just gonna edit my answer. And I'm gonna say, yeah, being featured on Asiana. Because success is within your career, success within my career is something that it's always something that I really, really want to achieve, and it's like one of the top things on my list, if not the top thing on my list. So something in that topic seems applicable. What challenges have you faced so far on YouTube? Just a few of kind of like the usual things. Hold on, I'm bare thirsty. Yeah, just like the usual things, like I I would say the main one, I would say, is just hate. Yeah, just dealing with hate, but that's something that you get used to. My hate considerably increased recently, like the last few months, but I just take it as, oi, this means you're getting places. This means that like you seem relevant to them, relevant enough for them to try and push you down. That's the way that I kind of look at it, like, oi, I'm getting hate, I made it. Do you know what I mean? I think it's all about how you see it. It's the perspective that you view things in. So it's only as bad as you allow yourself to make it be. Does that make sense? And that's kind of an approach to everything that you can face in life. It's like it's your reaction to it that makes it bad or good or whatever. It's how you deal with it. And that's how I see hate as well. If you just flip it and look at it as, oh my god, I've reached the point where I'm now getting hate, and all significant, like, successful people in this industry get hate, and I've started to get hate. Oh my god, this means I'm getting places. What? This is sick. If you look at it like that, it's like a positive thing. Do you know what I mean? It's not something that's gonna kind of get you down. Obviously, when you read the substance behind the hate, we're all human, isn't it? Like, it's gonna get to you, at least to a certain extent, but it's about learning how to manage that, and how to take it in your stride and not let it affect how you see yourself, or affect how you go about things. Just not let it change you in any way. And I think once you get to that point, you're good. There's always going to be a few here and there which hit a nerve and all of that kind of thing, but it's just, as long as you know how to deal with it and you're confident within yourself, then there's a limit to how much it can affect you. And I think it helps strengthen you as well. Like, it makes you have thicker skin. I, for one, needed that lesson. So yeah, I think it's a good thing. Are you dating someone? Just curious. I will never really talk about my dating life on here. I'm just gonna say it straight. Like, I'm just not the person that's ever gonna really put my relationship online like that. I say that now. No, that is my plan. Like, I don't plan to ever, yeah. So you will never know, really. Actually, you might know, but you won't. I don't know. Do you know what? When it happens, maybe then I'll know, like, how much information I plan on disclosing, but don't get excited because it won't be much. I don't know. I don't see anything wrong with people that do it, but personally, that's something that I would like to keep private. So if that was the case, you might know, but you won't know anything more than, oh, okay, she's with someone. That's it. Do you get me? Like, more than that, I don't think you would probably know. But right now, no, I'm not dating. What's your type? What's my type? Okay, I've never really answered this, but seeing as you guys keep asking, I'll touch on the subject. I don't really have like a list. Do you know what I mean? I don't have like a go-to list. It's more so like I'll meet a person and it's whether you, like, you know, you guys know me, you know I'm all about energies. Like, I'm all about energies and vibes and things like that. So sometimes it's not really something that you can take apart and put into like specific qualities like that. It's like, if I like your energy and I feel like it's positive and I get a good vibe from you, then that like speaks volumes. Do you know what I mean? And I can't put that down to a particular attribute. It's just your overall vibe, your aura. Do you know what I mean? But if I were to kind of think of specific traits, someone that respects me, has a lot of respect for me, and treats me how I deserve to be treated. That's got to be number one. Someone that is emotionally mature. Emotional maturity is probably like it's 100%, it's one of the most important things for me. I think based on like my personality and how I know I am, I need someone to be emotionally mature, because I can't hack it if they're not. That's, yeah, no, that's a must. That's a must. A good communicator. I would like it if they're like kind of creative minded. I just feel like because I'm creative minded, it's like you kind of see things in a similar way. It's not really, it's not a make or break thing, but if I think about it, it just would kind of make sense. What else? Oh, fashion. I like it when a person has individuality to their fashion sense or the way that they express themselves and portray themselves. It doesn't necessarily have to be the way that I would dress if I was a guy or whatever, but like to have an edge or have like a stamp on your style and just like own it and not care. I like that. I like that a lot. Confident, aspirational, funny, just standard stuff, man. Standard stuff. Just a nice person, to be honest, at the end of the day. Like, that's the most important. Just genuinely a good-hearted person, like someone that just has a good and pure heart and is willing to give me everything I'm willing to give them, basically. Just a mutual, healthy whatever. Would you get an arranged marriage? I love your positive energy. Oh, thank you so much. I would not. I would not. I don't have anything against arranged marriages. I think that they've worked for so many people, especially like our parents' generation. My parents didn't get an arranged marriage, but as in quite a few people in that generation did, and it worked out. And yes, it's in so many cases it works. So, and I'm never one to judge on something, especially something like that which works for so many people. But personally, I wouldn't go there because I'll tell you the fundamental reason. Yeah, this is gonna sound moist. This is your warning, but like this was brought to me. Okay, like, okay. I am in love with the concept of love. Like, I am a hopeless romantic. I love the idea of love, like I always have. Like, I love it. I really love it. Like, I'm like soppy and yeah, I'm that person. So I feel like an arranged marriage kind of takes away a lot of that initial exciting romance side of meeting someone and starting to be in a relationship. This might be a bit of a generalization, but in my mind I'm like, I love that like movie kind of love. Do you know what I mean? Obviously I'm not naive, but I'm just saying, like, that has always appealed to me. And I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like an element of that is kind of lost with arranged marriages. But again, I know that is a lot of the time the reality of life and things like that, but that's why ideally I would like to have a love marriage. Not ideally, I don't really see myself ever getting an arranged marriage, but yeah, that's my reasoning. Okay, if you could travel backwards or forwards in time, where would you go and why? Oh, okay, so my initial instinct to that question would be to go forwards, because there's certain things I really want to achieve and I really want to find in life, and I'd want to kind of like go forward to be like, just to see, like, do I end up getting there? Like, does that end up working? Or do I need to stress about that thing I'm currently stressing about? Because it would reassure me to be able to go forward, check, and be like, oh, it all ends up being fine. So present moment, you don't need to stress. Do you know what I mean? So like, in terms of for my own peace of mind currently, I would want to know certain things about the future. Yeah, specific things, which I won't go into detail with, but like, there are certain things that I would want to see. But that's just my initial reaction. However, if I think it through, I wouldn't want to do either. I wouldn't want to go back or go forwards, actually, which makes me feel a lot more appreciative for life in this moment, actually. Because if I think about it, yeah, if you go past, if you go back to the past, you will end up changing something, because obviously, like, every like butterfly effect, right? Like every decision you make, every little action, every like everything, every conscious or subconscious decision you make or whatever changes your path for your future. So if you were to go back, you could end up significantly altering your life for the future. I could do one thing. I could go like in the past, revisit a particular time which I loved, do something a little bit differently, and it could end up changing where I am now, and I could be in a negative place when right now I'm in a positive place. Do you know what I mean? And I'm grateful for the life that I have right now, and I feel very blessed, and I'm happy, and I wouldn't want to risk changing that. And also, like, you know, the people that are in my life right now, if I go back, like, I might not have ended up meeting the people that I've met now, and that is probably the fundamental reason that I wouldn't want to. I'd be like paranoid, like I'd be like so paranoid that I'm going to change something and I'm not going to have some of the people that are now the closest people in my life. I wouldn't want to risk that, so I wouldn't want to go back because I don't want to change my present. But then, even though I would be tempted to, for peace of mind for myself, to look in the future, it also kind of takes the fun out of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it could make you complacent, or it could make you stress, or I don't know. It takes you away from the present moment, and I don't think that's something that we should be doing, because you don't get these moments back, and the future is going to be what it's going to be. Like, it is what it is, so you might as well just enjoy the journey. Whereas if you get a spoiler, do you know what I mean? It's like, you know when you want to read the last page of a book, when you get the book, you know that temptation, innit? When you want to read the last page, because you're like, oh, I want to see, I want to see, I want to see. But then once you do it, you're like, kind of wish I didn't do that, because now it's ruined the process of reading the book. It's kind of like that with life, isn't it? Like, it takes away the unexpectancy and like the excitement of never knowing what could happen next. So my answer to that is neither. Dudaskida. Answer it for the bansiya, please. I don't, that's Punjabi, innit? I don't speak Punjabi, so I don't know. Again, see, everyone assumes I'm Punjabi. I told you, I get it a lot. I'm gonna sneeze. It's gone. I hate that. When are you coming to India? I don't know. I don't have anything planned, especially with Corona. Yeah, I don't have anything planned. I've been to India twice in my life. It's been a long time. The last time I went was 11 years ago, actually. Yeah, 11 years ago. And I went for medical treatment, so I don't know how much that counts. It wasn't really like a holiday. And the time before that was 4 years before that time. So yeah, it's been a long time. It's been a very long time. I really want to visit, so I've only been to Gujarat and Mumbai. I really want to go to the south. I really want to go to Goa and Kerala. Yeah, there's a few other places as well which have slipped my mind. A few kind of like religious monumental places as well that I really want to visit, but yeah, no plans just yet. One piece of uni advice, not study related. One piece of advice, that's hard. Socialize as much as you can. End of. Socialize as much as you can with as many different people as you can. Next one. What's your job? I am a makeup artist and a YouTuber. So I was working as a makeup artist full-time, and then earlier this year I changed to just working part-time. So now I only work 3 days a week. I mean, I'm still on furlough actually, like currently, but 3 days a week, so that I have the other 4 days to concentrate on YouTube. Oh, and live life, by the way. But yeah, YouTube, essentially. So I can concentrate more on this with you guys, because I mean, that's where I'm trying to go, isn't it? So I want to put more energy and more effort into like where I'm trying to get to, rather than just what I'm doing right now to earn my P's. Do you get me? Like, sometimes you need to kind of take that risk a little bit and take the L with less, when you're getting less back, just so that you can put the time and energy and effort into where you want to get to and what you want to achieve, rather than what's easier for you to be successful currently. Does that make sense? Okay, all the other questions, I skipped them. All the other questions are about my hair, as I said, so I'm just going to answer them. I got my hair dyed. I get it done once a year. And the last 2 times, so this year and last year, I went to the same place. I went to Foster London in Shoreditch. They are absolutely incredible. No one has ever slayed my hair like they do. Honestly, like, I've been getting my hair dyed since I was 15, like colour, and they have never ever been able to lift my colour exactly how I want, if not lighter. It's like there's no limitations, it's literally what I want and they can do it. The guy that I see, his name is Tom. Tell him that I sent you guys as well. If you want the same kind of thing as I have, you can reference me and he'll be like, oh, okay, cool. He is an absolute G. He is incredible. They are all of the questions. So thank you guys so much for sending in your questions and for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed. I love you guys so much. Stay happy, stay positive. I love you guys, and don't forget to subscribe as well if you haven't already, and like this video if you enjoyed. Drop me a comment and go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I still post on there every day, even though life has been a bit, I still am posting every day. So yeah, go check me out there if you don't already. But thank you guys again. I love you and I will see you next time. Mwah. Bye guys.